This is the Portfolio Rubric Guidance for Standard PK FL PA2. This standard assesses the student's ability to demonstrate understanding of spoken words, syllables, and sounds. These are the phonemes. They are assessed through oral language with guidance and support. We're going to focus on E, identifying whether or not two words begin or end with the same sound. In the rubric, you will see guidance for assessing the standard. First, the teacher chooses whether they're going to assess the beginning or the ending sounds. You will notice in the rubric we have suggested tasks. These are things that you could say to assess either the beginning or the ending sound. It's important to note that you must assess whether the students can identify if they are the same at the beginning and the end, and also if they can make the sounds that they hear at the beginning or if you're assessing the ending sounds. So the students must be able to identify what that sound is at the beginning or if you're assessing the ending of both words to be correct. It's also important to know that you must assess this standard using 10 different scenarios. After you have assessed the beginning or the ending sounds, you can move to assessing both when the students can do both. Students can identify both the beginning and the ending sounds. Then you can move to assessing the aligned kindergarten standard. In kindergarten, teachers are assessing the ability for students to manipulate those sounds, either at the beginning, in the middle, or at the end of words. For kindergarten, a teacher would say a one-syllable word and ask the student to change the first sound they hear to make a new word, or change the middle sound that they hear to make a new word, or the ending sound that they hear to make a new word. This must be assessed using 5 different words. The rubric has a suggested task of how you could assess this at the beginning, or in the middle, or at the end of a word. All of these assessments are oral assessments, and a video recording must be used to collect evidence of the assessment. Once you have evidence and you are ready to score your student work, you will look at the rubric. Keep in mind, a rubric is to score student work, not to be used to assess student work. When looking at your student work, if a student is unable to identify if any of the words begin or end with the same sound, that would score level 0. If the student is able to identify if 2 words begin or end with the same sound, and they can identify the beginning or the ending sound less than 2 times, that would score a level 1. Notice at levels 2, 3, and 4, you see the word or. Use these levels for assessing either the beginning or the ending sound. Notice it says 10 times, so you are going to use 10 different words. If the student is able to identify at least 2 of the 10 at the beginning, or if you assess the ending, that would score a level 2. Level 3 is if they got at least 5 correct. Level 4, they are able to do all 10, either the beginning or the ending sound. At level 5, you are looking at an assessment of both. You have assessed both the beginning and the ending, and students can do all 10 of each. That would score a level 5. Excuse me. Level 6 and 7 is used to score the kindergarten standard, where students have manipulated the beginning, middle, or ending sound to produce a new word. If the student is able to get 3 of the 5 correct, at least 3, that is a score of a level 6. If the student is able to produce a word for all 5 scenarios and get all 5 correct, that is a score of level 7.